Hey guys, what's up? It's Gabby and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can tell, is going to be in my new home. This is week 1 of the home renovations and we've done a lot. And so in this video, I'm going to be showing you what Michael and I did to get this house ready for paint. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to like it as well as comment down below with what you want to see from me next. And as always, be sure to hit subscribe so that you don't miss any updates on Michael and I renovating our 1970s home. And without further ado, let's get started. All right, guys, we are back in the house and we're starting to realize how dark it really is. This is the living room. As you can see, it's about like what, 5 o'clock? All the sun is pouring in through the dining room. That's something we need to find a solution for. I'm sure once we paint the walls, it'll feel a lot bigger in here. Other day we came in and we put some coats of primer on the walls just so we can start testing some paints. And now it's finally dry, so we're gonna go ahead and apply some paint samples. Put you in the cabinet, even better. Great, now you can see the height difference.
All right, so we got 3 different paints here. First one we have is Chantilly Lace by Benjamin Moore.
Chantilly Lace.
First one we have is Chantilly Lace by Benjamin Moore.
This is apparently the whitest white that they have, so we're excited about this because this house definitely needs some bright colors.
And the second one we have to compare to the Chantilly Lace is the Simply White, also by Benjamin Moore.
This one is supposed to have a little bit of a yellowish tint to it. It might go better with like the warmer floors that we have in the house.
And the last sample that we have is White Dove. These are Benjamin Moore's basically top 3 off-whites that they offer. So we're going to try them out, see how we like them, and go from there.
Let's start testing. Okay, so it's approaching sunset and the colors are still wet, so they don't truly show their actual color yet, but this is what it's looking like. I'm leaning towards Simply White. I like White Dove, but White Dove seems a little almost too yellow. And Chantilly Lace is beautiful, but I think it's just too white. So I think maybe we do Simply White all over and then Chantilly Lace for the trim. But you guys let me know. What is that? Dun, 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 dun. So we want to refinish all of the floors upstairs. Currently they're carpet, and we were really hoping that there'd be hardwood underneath, but we checked the landing portion and it was plywood, but on the steps it's actually hardwood, so that's really great, and that's probably a cost savings, right?
A lot. Yeah.
Yay! Okay, so this is the second room. We still haven't decided which room we want to make our bedroom and the office. But this is the bigger room of the 2. This portion of the house, there's a lot of squeaking, and so we want to see what's under here.
So right now we lifted up the carpet just to kind of see what type of subfloor we'll be working with, to kind of see where the squeaks are coming from. Basically, when you have a squeaky floor, that's usually a nail that's not all the way down into the joist below the floor. So we're going to get some floor screws and we're just going to try to hit where they previously put screws, and hopefully that should get rid of the squeak. And what we also plan on doing is putting down a laminate plank flooring.
Okay, so the last thing on our agenda is to finish measuring upstairs. The last time we were here, we measured, paper cut. We measured the entire bottom floor, and now we were too tired to finish the upstairs. So we're about to do that now. And this is extremely important because we really need to start placing an order for the flooring that we want. And tomorrow we're actually gonna go flooring shopping. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and draw up a quick floor plan. We finished our measurements and it's now time to eat. Okay, so as you can see, it is now nighttime and it literally took us like 2 hours to just get one lock in. So what I'm starting to learn about home ownership is that the first time you do something, it ends up working out perfectly, but then when you have to do it again, it doesn't. This lock, the one that we installed, perfect. Not a single problem at all. This lock, we literally quit and just covered up with some cardboard because first of all, this door is just a mess in general, so I don't know what we're gonna do about it. And then the front door literally took us like 2 hours to do. And the sad part is that this is a temporary lock. We're just gonna go get the actual one rekeyed. So. Okay, so we were thankfully able to change the locks, or at least one of the doors. So Michael is gonna work on finishing the rest of the doors, and while he does that, I'm gonna start filling in some of the smaller holes around the house. So picked up some joint compound to fix the larger holes that we have. We do have a structural engineer coming out on Tuesday just to take a look at the house because we do have some cracks that we have some concerns about. So we're gonna leave those larger holes for the engineer to give us his feedback on, but for now we're just going to go in and start prepping the rest of the walls for Pete. Well, that was easy. Okay, I'm gonna show you a trick. I'm gonna get the screw that you took out. I'm gonna screw it in just a little bit and pull it out. Very easy. Dun, dun. Michael just came back with a pry bar so he could start pulling these trims out the wall. Just gonna grab the the Big Daddy. Okay, ready, Michael? This is not working the way I want it to. Woo! I definitely made a giant hole. Let's get to demo work. So I have finished prepping all the walls that I could, and now I'm going in with a mean green super strength cleaner and degreaser. I'm gonna go ahead and put this all over the walls, and I'm putting it into a spray bottle. Hey guys, it's been a couple of days since I last updated you. We honestly haven't been to the house at all the past week or so. Been out of town, and now we're back in town and we're getting ready to just prepare for paint. We've just been patching holes all day, removing the outlet covers, patching up holes, as you can see all throughout the walls. We're just kind of going through each room and looking at, you know, if there's cracks or anything, and just patching them up. And then we're going to Sherwin-Williams tomorrow to pick out a paint. At first we were going with Benjamin Moore, but we decided Sherwin-Williams would be a little bit more affordable for us. So we're gonna go there tomorrow. And as far as today, we just wanna prep everything, cover up the floors, patch up all the holes. That way tomorrow we can hit the ground running. Okay, so this is voiceover Gabby. This is the part of the video where it just started getting really hard to film between this renovation and then also filming. It was just a lot. So I'm going to start narrating now. So throughout the house, we had a lot of cracks and we had to patch them up before we could paint. So basically with these cracks, what you want to do is make the crack bigger and then end it by adding a perpendicular crack like what Michael's doing. Once you have all of that done, you can start making some joint compound or mixing it however you want to do it. I know that there's some that are pre-made and then there's others that you have to mix. Michael went ahead and applied it to the wall, and then he used some tape to mesh the whole thing together and then put some more joint compound on top of that. Once that fully dried, we let it dry for about a day before we went in and sanded. That is how you fill in a crack. So once we did that, it was time to finally start priming the walls. As you can see, the walls were a bunch of different colors. We had blue walls, we had green walls, we had yellow walls. It was a lot. Instead of using paint on the first coat, we decided to prime the walls as much as we could to kind of neutralize it before adding in the color. That would just A, save us time, and B, save us money since we're not using a bunch of paint. We first started off by just cutting all the walls. So we went around all of the outlets, we did the trim, we did around the doorway. So before priming the living room, we wanted to change out the lights just so that we had a good idea of what it looked like. The previous lights were just really ugly and really like dim, and so we wanted to just install some more modern lights. We picked these up from Home Depot and they were super easy to install, and this is Michael installing it. Day 2, painting again. Ugh. So once the lights were in that night, we went in and primed everything. We first started off by cutting, and then we went in and just used the rollers to apply the primer. And this is what it looks like at the end of the day. After we primed, we noticed that the molding needed to be recaulked, and so we went in and did that just using some DAP fast drying caulk. I think dried in 20 minutes. And once that was all dried, we went in with another coat of primer. At this point, we got really tired of using hand rollers, and so we decided to pick up a spray gun. We actually decided to go with the Wagner spray gun, and this really just made the painting process a lot easier. It wasn't easy, it was just a lot easier with this paint sprayer. So I highly recommend the Wagner spray gun. I'll definitely have it linked down below for you guys in case you want to try it out. All right, guys, so hopefully now you guys have a idea of what my house is looking like. I hope it looks good because I'm filming this in advance, but I'll see you guys next week when we start talking about flooring. We've been picking up some samples, and so we're gonna be installing it. So I'll see you guys on that video. Bye. We wanted a project.
So we got a project. Should be fun.